experiences. And I think among the chattiest of them is Officer Salas here, who joins us now. Regular full-time job in the crime lab, right?
Yes, sir.
That's what you do around. You don't have to call me sir. You just call me Ray, and everything gonna be all right here. How many of you in the crime lab?
At the crime lab, we have 20 personnel.
Really?
Yes, sir.
That's up, isn't it, in the crime lab? Because it seems to me that they're just never enough of the guys that can go out and do the fingerprinting and the collection of the forensics.
Well, I know as far as fulfilling their mission, every part of our units in our organization, even with the 20 personnel, wasn't the same. There was more.
We had more.
Wow.
Back during the...
Yeah, the crime lab provides 7 different services. So when you divide 20 by 7 people, it really doesn't come to a whole bunch.
No, I see. I can see it thin out quickly. Now, what are those 7 things that you do? I mean, in my mind, I'm going, yeah, fingerprints and somebody to count glass from the busted truck windows and all that.
Yes, we have crime scene investigations, firearms analysis with 2 mark, drug analysis, serology, which is the analysis of body fluids, fingerprint with latent print, and administration.
Okay,
and there's
the
one more
administration, it didn't sound like fun. Go ahead.
There's one more thing that I added on, when I took over.
What's that?
The evidence control section used to be, connected with the support division. That takes care of our vehicle fleet and, our maintenance, and our information technology section. I said, I couldn't find no connection what evidence control section has in it. So I reorganized it under the forensic division. And ever since then, because even Paul Coverdale grants, the goal and the purpose of Paul Coverdale grants is expedite from the evidence when it's confiscated and seen all the way to its processing to court. And by having evidence control section integrated with the forensic division, now I know Monica knows this. Her commanding officer, my former, my cycle mate in the Academy, 27 Academy, Captain Eric Fisher, is scratching his head now. I have the evidence control section. Yes, you do. And there's just so much. That's a challenge in itself because now, but it's created that relationship because John Titano, who goes down to the court and testifies when it comes down to that same evidence of being confiscated, how it's preserved. Sits together with the forensic individuals, from Monica's sections and everything else.
There's more of a technical term. I want to call it the chain of evidence or custody of evidence. It's chain of custody here, and so it begins at the crime scene, and we will gather, catalog, and preserve as much of the evidence as possible from the very, very beginning, and then use all of the rest of the tools. And I'm thinking, in how many cases do you get to use serology, and how many cases? I mean, the burglary, obviously, somebody needs to go out there and get the prints and see what we might be able to gather up with our resources, FBI resources, etc. But you've got so many of the other kind of gee whiz high tech things that you get to play with, and serology certainly is one of them, right?
Yes.
Now, which one do you do in particular?
I started out in the drug analysis unit, but as the years have gone by, I now supervise the firearms, the serology, and the drug analysis unit.
Which one is the busiest?
The drug analysis unit and crime scene investigations are the busiest, and of course, evidential control. They're the gateway for all evidence coming into the laboratory, so they're quite busy as well.
Now, with the drug side of it, tell me a little bit about that. I mean, is it a cop coming in and saying, "Okay, we've got this bag. Inside the bag is drug paraphernalia. Looks like an ice pipe, something like that." So you're able to take a look at it and confirm what kind of drug it is, and that would go towards providing the information that the Attorney General needs to be able to put somebody behind bars.
Yes, but we also service the entire Micronesian region, not just Guam.
Interesting.
Yes.
How much additional work comes in from the other islands, Saipan?
We get work from Sinamai, Rota, Tinian, as well as Palau. And rarely, but we do get some work from Chuk and FSM.
Interesting. So do we get paid for that at the police department? So when she opens up the FedEx envelope from Chuk?
Well, we have to recover our